recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios, Meanjin, Brisbane.
On 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out?
Share your hot take?
Or do you just want to share your favourite game?
Find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
This is Zed Games. I'm your host, Paul. Joining me tonight are my good friends, Maylee.
Hi.
And Hazel.
Hi.
And how are you going today, my friends?
So good.
Doing good.
That's
happy to be in the studio.
Oh, happy to have you back. I don't think we haven't done anything in ages.
No.
Yeah.
Been kept
I haven't
apart.
seen either of your beautiful faces in a long time.
Ah, you. That's so nice to hear.
But we're back together again.
We're back in. Okay, let's kick this off just with a little bit of news. That's not the news sound, Paul.
Review. We're doing a review.
Facts and gossip news. Woo. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so first up today, Rockstar had a tumultuous week this week. They got hacked.
Uh-oh.
Yes, they had a whole bunch of data stolen by the cybersec. Oh no, that was the people that reported it. They had their Snowflake servers hacked, which I found very funny. Shiny Hunters was the group that hacked them and took all this data, and they said, "Give us all the money by April 14th, or we will release the data." And Rockstar confirmed it. We confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party data breach. Oh, very exciting. So if you may notice, today is past the 14th.
Is it?
It is.
What does that mean?
The data got released. Are you ready for the shocking news?
What is it?
Make sure
How
you're sitting
juicy is
down.
it?
Okay.
I am sitting down.
Red Dead Redemption 2 Online only made $26 million a year. GTA Online has like 10 million active weekly users. 35% of GTA Online players are still on the PS4 and Xbox One. It's just like completely... It's data.
Who cares?
Exactly. Can you...
It seems like stuff that they could just have in like media packs or release.
Yeah. US players spend more than any other country in the top 10 combined.
I can't believe they let this get out.
Is this a hack or a bad earnings call?
I mean, there's other stuff in there, but people have been trawling through, and it just seems to be just general business financial data.
They hacked the wrong department. They hacked finance.
Poor Rockstar. And they're going to have to delay GTA 6 because of this. Yeah, it was otherwise nothing was ever going to delay that game ever again. Yeah. So next up, we've got a new entry in the subscription services game.
No.
Yes, this one's a little bit interesting because it's an indie-focused subscription service. It's called Indie Pass. I bring it up because it is interesting and focused on indies, which I think is potentially an audience that is more likely to want to have a wide variety of things to play. You just look at freaks like me. It's like, oh, how many games did you play this week, Paul? I'm like, well, how many I bought, how many I played, because both those numbers are big. So you can go look it up. I think it's $7 a month US, but I mean, we're not here to spruik them of that. I found what was very weird though, because I don't mind the idea. I think it has merit, except they've gone the old route of the devs get their share of funding through playtime. Which means rewards games that hook people and keep them replaying for long times and disincentivizes short experimental titles, which is kind of the whole thing I'd want to get from here.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. So
also doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of anything really, but
yeah, it'll be.
We don't have to get into the details.
No, I might actually try to go do some actual reporting because a few friends of ours have games included in this lineup. So now that has launched just as of 2 days ago, I might go and track down and see if I can get any details on how that's actually going to pan
putting on your newsboy fedora.
It's a trilby. Thank you very much. Subnautica 2 might be self-publishing now. We have no confirmation on this, only that eagle-eyed fans noticed that Crafton has been removed as publisher on Steam. For those unaware, Subnautica 2 has been a long, tumultuous thing, and their heads were ousted last year by their publisher Crafton, who accused them of many things, and they accuse Crafton of many things. There's a big court case right now, primarily based around Crafton not paying promise bonuses and then accusing the heads of not doing their job and such. So I'm not an expert. I don't know any of these people. I can't tell you which way that'll go, but it looks like they are in some way at least severing themselves from the publisher now. So I always like people being indie, so go either way. There was a big showcase this week, the Triple I Initiative.
Tell us all about it.
That's fine. Some cool stuff.
Take me there.
Paint me a picture. There's some videos. There's some games coming out. 3 that I pulled out just of interest. The new game by the 1000X Resist team, which was a very interesting and very extremely well-written visual novel-y, time-manipulated craziness thing. They released their new game called announced a new game called Prove You're Human, where you sort of play... Actually, I'm not sure if you're a human or an AI, where you have to, your interaction is, through captures. And you, have to, answer them like a robot or something to make sure they don't know you're human, I think it is. It's real weird. And the strangest thing there is that they've made a publishing partnership with developers of Slay the Princess, which we covered 2 years ago now. Because that game was such a big hit, they're now in a position where they're going to move into publishing as well. So, very interesting.
Interesting.
Just ones that are less to talk about. There's a game called Alkahurst coming out that's just Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, but someone else making it. So you're kicking lots of orcs off ledges. That's all I care about. And there's a demo out for the new We Were Here game called We Were Here Tomorrow. Now it's in the future.
Whoa.
I love We Were Here games. Good stuff. And of course, this week, taking the internet by storm, we have, of course, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. And so, naughty players out there have been doing all sorts of naughty things by using all the customization tools in the game to make characters that look like certain anatomical parts and have voices that sound like certain body sounds and making them talk about all sorts of filthy things. So this is news because very funny. And go and look up those videos.
I remember Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, it was there.
Move along.
Oh,
We cannot get lost on that.
Moving on. Releases coming up. Today. Okay, it was today. Mouse PI higher. That's nice. That's coming PC, Xbox, and I believe PS4 as well.
And on PI.
Yeah, and on Detective. Tomodachi Life coming out to Switch and technically Switch 2 with that. Though I don't think there's any Switch 2 enhancements that I could find.
No, it's the same in both.
Gecko Gods, which is a lovely little lizard running around Aztec temples. That is on Switch and PC.
Nice.
Opus Prism Peak, which is the latest in the Opus series, which is an amazing visual novel series where the games actually have nothing to do with each other. They just use the Opus name to say, we make good games and check it out.
Interesting.
Death by Scrolling gets its console release. That's from Gilbert's new little roguelike game.
There's no scroll wheel on console.
Yeah. That
Continue.
a game I showed my kids 2 weeks ago. I didn't know it was out yet, but it's called The Day I Became a Bird. It's just about a kid that wants to be a bird. Cool. And Nullstar Solus, which is coming out on PC and Switch, I believe, as well. It is Aussie made. Cool. Tomorrow, we see a big one. Pragmata comes out on all platforms, including the Switch 2, which is pretty cool. That is Capcom's new game where you've got a little girl that might be Mega Man on your back. She's not, but people like to pretend it was. 21st, we'll see Vampire Crawlers, the Vampire Survivors spin-off, and a little puzzle game called Drop Douchey. And the 22nd, bringing us Tides of Tomorrow, coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and the early access release of Masters of Albion, the final game by Pete Molyneux.
Oh dear.
Which combines all his games into one super game.
Oh dear.
But although there's no magic carpet that I could see.
Is it the final because he will never recover from this?
I don't know, he'll be fine. Look, I love Peter Molyneux. I know personally, and I'm going to go on the record here, and slander's an important thing. Personally, he's not a very nice person, but he's done a lot of good stuff. He's had a very interesting career. I understand you. But yeah. So that's like, it's like an RPG town builder god game where you can create literally every item in the game. Like zoom into a knife and say, I'm going to make my own knife. It looks like a Tamagotchi Life character. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the news.
Taking off our newsboy caps.
Putting on my constantly browsing Steam cap. What's it gonna be? Paul hasn't told anybody else in the room. Yeah. Hey. So this game. It's a roguelike based in ancient Greek mythology. And you
never heard of that before.
And you play a character of a child of gods, and you go between each run, you go back to a base, and more people of the pantheon and such appear and share story, and you unlock more things and get and it's a
Rock
tower
of Ages?
defense game. That's right. I am of course speaking about the new game Minos.
Of course.
Yes. By developer Artificer and published by Devolver. Now, this game has a structure, as you may have caught on there, similar to the incredibly successful Hades and other such games, despite the fact its actual gameplay is completely different. And I would say every element of this game is one of those things that has, happened, but it's been around and such. But this mixture of gameplay is incredibly unique and has its hooks in me, and I kind of am in love with this game. So your concept in this is that you are, oh god, what's the real person's name? It starts with an A. Anyway, you're the Minotaur of myth and legend.
Yes.
You're in a maze, and you're there with Deadlius. Yeah, I'm no good at my pronunciation of Greek names. The inventor / creator of the maze, and your job is to make your way down the levels of the labyrinth underneath the city of Minos. And as you do so, it vaguely follows mythological plotline as you're going down. But you're there surviving, and hunters come in to try to kill the Minotaur.
Asterion?
Asterion, thank you! I was checking up on some of my actual story, and we can't go on to how he was born. But anyway, so each level consists of a labyrinth, and there are different types. There are different size scales. There are ones that are filled with dirt and everything. So before the hunters come in, you know where they're coming from. And they have to get to the heart of the labyrinth, and then once they get there, they will start to actively hunt you. So what you can do is build the walls of the labyrinth, and also build traps. And as you continue through, you get blood, which you can sacrifice to get more traps. You get money, which you can use to buy upgrades and such, and gems to do similar things. There's about 4 different currencies. It's not an overwhelming amount or anything. But what it does mean, being roguelike, you'll start a run and you're like, oh, okay, well, I've got an arrow shooting trap, and I've got a pressure plate I can use. Okay, I'll make it so that when people get in a line, I can shoot 10 people in the head at once. That'll be great. But then next time you may not have arrows that go through people or such. So you constantly have to change that up. So it's about making the mazes to lure people through, and then you actively are running around as the Minotaur while that's going on. So you're sneaking up behind people doing it. You start getting like secret walls that you can get through. I'm going to, of course, take it to the last Rambo film that everyone, of course, remembers.
Of course.
Yeah. Where it's like you're stalking around. You're both the prey and the hunter the whole time. If you've got a good level, sometimes you just go sit in the corner and watch. But sometimes you just walk behind them, maybe just to give them a little spook as some spikes go through their bottom or something. But so the pace of it's quite different because it's not turn-based, it's round-based. So there's the building aspect of it, and then there's the actual execution. So you can take as much time as you want. Wall building is generally free. There's a few other uses of energy to like knock down, to like dig things out and everything. But what it does, it just keeps adding more and more things, so that I've only actually done 3 or 4 runs, because each of those runs to me feels almost like a complete game. I'm not like, I haven't I'm not beating the game every time, but it's like, oh, no, I spent 4 hours on that run and I felt fine because between each level you get that base, so you don't have to die to go back to the base and get all the upgrades. You just keep going with it, and very quickly, even on my second run, I'd already unlocked shortcuts to bypass the beginning of the game. They're like, I don't need to do that again. I know how to do that. And you can get rid of all those guys in like 2 seconds. Doesn't matter. So yeah, it's very satisfying. It is not horny as Hades is. It doesn't reach those levels in its writing or its character depictions. I'm sorry, everyone. But aside from that, as a completely different take on the genre, while still embracing all the things that work about it, it's incredibly, and it gets your hooks into you. I was like just sitting at work last week and I'm like, okay, if I just like make them run in a circle and then I can slide a door shut and then they're constantly passing that press up and I just, because if you got something that kills a third of people, but then you run them through it a bunch of times, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Paul, I have a question.
Yeah.
The maze design and tower defense design stage of it, is that like top down or is that third person?
The whole thing's top down.
Okay.
So you can move the camera to a lower perspective or anything, but you are at a wide view the whole time.
Okay. Because I was going to make a comparison to Orcs Must Die.
No, I would take it like a little Orcs Must Die, but also back to traditional tower defense. Defense grid and stuff like that, where it's about making that maze and making that most efficient line, but then also just different things like movable walls. You can like separate the crew, and you might need to do that because some people will have like buffs that if they're in a group, you like separate them from the group and then sneak up on them and say, hello, I'm a giant minotaur.
Wow.
So yes, highly recommended. Currently it's only on PC, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is a console port, because I mostly played it with a controller. So the controller skills are good, and I did at least one full run on PC as well. Just worked great. So that is Minos, and you can get, it's about $25, and I think a
deal.
banger. I'm a cow.
Oh, I get it. Baby.
Yeah. Before, do we want to do a thing, Hazel?
Sure. It's a very special time of year here at 4ZZZ.
That's right. It was my son's birthday earlier this week.
And because of that, we have an amazing subscriber giveaway going on because it is April Atonement, the most wonderful thing that we do every April. It's our mid-year subscriber drive.
So what is April Atonement? It's hard to label, but it's a way you, your art, your band, and your business can support 4ZZZ. Brisbane, Logan, Ipswich, or the Sunny Coast, you're a part of the 4ZZZ circle. Let's work together to keep community and culture strong in our city. So check your sub status. Join for the first time or renew your subscription this April Atonement. You can win some great prizes. It's easy. Go to 4ZZZ.org.au.
So it is our invitation to all of you out there who may have once been 4ZZZ subscribers, but you've let it lapse. We will forgive you.
We're not mad.
If you renew your subscription now, we will welcome you back into the fold. We love you so much. Come back to us. Or it's also a great time to be a first-time subscriber, because not only do you get the warm inner glow of being a 4ZZZ subscriber, you get the chance to win some prizes.
What sort of prizes?
Well, I'll just read out the headliners here. We've got 3 big ones that you could go into the draw to win. We have a custom record console from Stork Furniture, based in East Brisbane. They call it an LP Cool J.
It took me a second. Yeah.
Solid timber and everything is handmade. We also have a Brisbane Festival VIP Riverfire experience, which is exclusive VIP access for you and a friend to the Brisbane Festival Riverfire Party. A money can't buy experience valued at $500 per person with front row views of the fireworks and a premium food and beverage package to match. We also have an Oasis VIP experience.
Sounds luxurious.
Are you familiar with the Oasis?
Yes.
Pretend you're not.
No, I thought you wanted the other one. No, that's the truthful one.
You ever see those party boats cruising up and down the river?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed anymore. Yay!
The Oasis is a floating entertainment venue in the Brisbane River, and you could win a VIP package to cruise the Brisbane River on a journey of unforgettable sights and sounds across 3 uniquely designed levels, specifically crafted to transport guests away to a vacation paradise. We are giving a VIP deluxe experience to one lucky winner. That's 6 tickets, priority VIP boarding, dedicated table on the top deck, VIP host, a bottle of Belvedere vodka, a bottle of Moet Chandon, 6 Red Bulls, and unlimited mixes.
And a get out of Brig free card.
And there are also prizes for many of the subcategories of subscriptions. So there's a special prize for under 18s, a special prize for under 12s, a special prize for bands and solo artists, and a special prize for household subscriptions, as well as pets.
I was going to
Shout out
say,
pets.
pets.
We love pets.
We do.
Check it all out on 4ZZZ.org.au.
And I also second that recommendation. Anyway, we're going to listen to some music now. That was, of course, Atmospheric Re-Entry from Untitled Hand Game by Kieran Kaz. Local game. Good stuff. Just before and also a little bit earlier, which I didn't notice because I talked too much, we've had some
We had some subscribers! We had some subscribers.
Passionate subs. Yeah. No one wants to sing.
Who we got?
We had Jen from Holland Park and Sally from Pratton. Thank you so much.
Woo! We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
you.
They're pretty cool. Anyway, this is Zed
Very
Games.
cool.
I am your host, Paul. Join me as Maylee and Hazel. And now, you'll never believe it, but we've got another review.
One night.
I'm gonna break the walls down. I'm gonna pick up some carpet, I'm gonna paint the walls, and then I'm gonna put my knickknacks all over the floor. Woo! Okay, that's sorry.
Somebody stop
liked
him,
that one.
folks.
It's me again.
Nah, I like it.
Anyway, now I'm going to talk about a little game called Hozy, which is, I guess, probably like a cozy home is like what it's supposed to. It was a name? Because Hozy's not a word, is it?
I don't know.
I didn't look it up. I just assumed they made it up. People can do that, you know. Anything's a word once you say it.
I guess.
Geschlafen. Anyway, so Hozy is a game.
That one is actually quite offensive in German.
Oh gosh. I'm always getting the Germans. So this is a little cozy game, as you may guess for that, where it's about sort of renovating spaces. And it's interesting in it has 2 main sections. So you get each sort of vignetted area. It's in Unreal Engine, and they use that to their advantage by having extremely good materials and textures and sort of physics to everything.
Yes, it looks yummy.
A focus on things feeling tactile and satisfying to do. So the first stage will be like pulling up all the old floorboards and painting the walls, and honestly just picking up trash and putting it in a bin and sweeping. Now obviously you're on the edge of your seats right now with that description, but that is kind of the main draw here. It is, a bit meditative. It's not tricky. Like when I'm saying pulling up floorboards, it's literally clicking on a row of floorboards and dragging the mouse or using a thumbstick.
I feel like you're bearing the lead here on how beautiful this is.
It's captivating.
I can't look away.
Paul has put up a screen with just footage of the game playing, and we're
I'm mesmerized.
And that's the thing. It's like, so that first bit, it's a little bit of a setup of the space, and once the space is ready, you then becomes unpacking. You are they puts down all the boxes. It took me a couple levels to notice that they wrote what's on the boxes on the outside. So I'm like, oh, good. Maybe get the big furniture out first. Cool. Okay. And really the game, and I'm using air quotes there at that point, is to just take the stuff out of the boxes, and once everything's unpacked, you can finish the level. Obviously, that's not the point, though. The point at this point is to arrange the space and make it comfortable and explore and play around with it and do some cool things. And had made some spaces that I was very proud of. And I had a few where I just threw everything and saw what happened, and the game didn't care either way. You can do it with that. So it is not a game where you're going in here for even comparative unpacking. It does have a narrative. It doesn't compare. It's so minor, so slight. It's a minor reason to have some different spaces, including a dream space, which was a bit surprising. So yeah, you're not there for narrative. You're not going to have to like work out how you can put something somewhere else because there's not enough space on the table. Just put stuff where you want. So it is a meditative game where you get to design a few choices and then you can just play around with layout and like home design and placement. And that is literally it. They have, I just saw it before, they are expanding it with what I was suggesting, which would be to allow the players to bring in more stuff, because you don't get to pick the props or anything. Like, the props all exist in the game, but they're set while unpacking. So since the joy of the game is making spaces and unique things and playing around, once you've done the narrative basis of it, being able to go in there like, actually, you know what, this space I'd like to choose different colors for the wall, I'd like to play around, because the lighting is so nice. Like, they have like every space has so many lamps.
You're underselling
And
how
they turn them
nice
all
the
on.
lighting is. The video you were playing has ended, and it is now just a still image of a floor being mopped, and we're still staring at it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, like mopping the floor, it feels nice. That's the like. Why would I play a game to mop a floor? I could do that upstairs. No, I don't. It's all about making those satisfying feelings and then in that space and playing at your own pace, which was kind of hilarious when I decided I better finish this to do the same things in the last few levels. I'm just like, just chuck everything out, see if anything interesting happens. Whatever. I'm like, I really spoiled the last few levels for myself by doing that. But you can just go back at any time. Like, once they're open, and you can go back and play. So I'd really love to see them expanded a little bit just to really get into that doll's house play. But man, it is, they make some interesting spaces to play around with. And you get one of the items you can get is a projector, which
does it project in the game?
It projects in the game. I don't know if you can change, but I couldn't find a way to change it. It just has like video footage of fish.
Ooh.
And oh my god, I had fun moving that around the space and like, it's. There are so many fun little things to go. And as I'm saying, there are a lot of the items you can turn on and off and such, which is very useful for having a satisfying game.
Where can we get it? Where can we play it? How much?
It's on Steam. I believe it's... I was going to say 15. Let's scroll down and see if Paul was correct or not. Oh, 19!
It kind of looks like you got an environment artist and a programmer to make a game, and there was nobody else involved.
Well,
it is a very small team. But it's as has been iterated by my compatriots here. Yeah, it's very pretty. And that's why I played the demo in last Steam Fest, and when it came up for codes, and I was like, I'll give that a shot, see what it's got. And it was just satisfying. And that brings us to the end of Hozy.
Woo!
Got a ladder in my Hozy.
Lamps.
Oh man, there is a really cool verticalish
Mop.
level with a mop. I did the only tool I didn't like was the saw. Didn't think it translated well to control. Rest was anyway. This is Zed Games. Joining me now are my good friends Maylee and Hazel, and we are growing ever closer. We are stalking towards the final frontier, and that is going to be the end of the show. But before that happens, we got a few little things we want to remind you of. First of all, this doesn't have to be the end of you experiencing us for the evening. If you make your way down to Netherworld, you can experience one of our indie dev nights and check out some local games that are in development back in the Lost Souls karaoke out the back. So come in, get a drink, and whatever you like to do in there, I guess, and come say hello to...
Not whatever you'd like to do.
Oh, within reason. Within.
Don't touch the devs.
Checking out games politely.
You could touch
questions.
devs with permission.
I guess.
Yes. Like, well, look, we're talking. We're saying we want you to operate within standard social norms of acceptable behavior. If you can do that this one time, please, just this one time.
Then we have some free games for you to play.
Yeah, come down and meet people and play some games. It's always a barrel of laughs. So wander down to Netherworld right now, because we're going to be gone soon. And what else are you going to do tonight? Also, 2 of us have seen the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yes.
And one of us probably won't bother.
I don't care.
Yeah. Look.
It was colourful. It was shiny.
That's true. It did have colours.
And it had princesses doing cool powers.
It had Birdo very briefly.
Yeah?
I was excited.
There were
watch.
Pikmin. There were little Pikmin.
It has a scene with like all of the like characters from Mario 2, like the real Mario 2. Yeah, the freaky one. It's got Star Fox in it as a like middle range major
that was
character.
weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yoshi eats a lot of things with his tongue and face. It's got it all.
It's got it all.
Toby, one of the members of the crew, asked what happens at the end because their son had to leave a little bit early, and I said I saw it. I can't remember. There is a plot of some sort. It's just
Power of love and friendship saves the day.
It's a series of references to old Nintendo properties. Like, so if you get excited when you see Rob the Robot or something like that, it's fine. It's not a film. It's a collection of references by expensive computers. Thank you, expensive computers, for reminding me that consumerism exists. The end.
You know
That was
what's
beautiful.
better than consumerism, though?
Nothing.
What? Supporting community?
Supporting your local community radio station.
God, so foolish.
What's the closest one to us?
The one that you're sitting in right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. And
then the one that you're listening to out there, listener.
Yes.
Now it is time for our annual mid-year subscriber drive, April Atonement. And just to let you know, to subscribe to 4ZZZ and support community radio, it costs only $80 for a whole year's subscription.
And
it comes with lots of inclusions, including discounts at many local businesses. Now, if you can't afford that, there's also a concession subscription for just $40. And if you're really, really dire, your pets can help you out and get you a $25 pet subscription.
Any pets are acceptable.
But if you're flush with cash and you love us and you want to keep us on the air a bit longer and maybe get us a new mouse for the computer instead of the red one that has faded to yellow,
it's retro.
Then there are higher subscription tiers that get you more wonderful rewards, including a big kiss on the mouth from Paul.
I mean, just asking. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, that takes us to the end of today. Thank you for listening to Zed Games. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, you can find us on the Community Radio Plus app.
Or find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
See you next time.